everybody, it's your boy, DGZ, Fosheezy. Wait, can I say that? Hey everybody, Daniel Gray here. We are really excited to be going on yet another ministry trip this weekend. Today, we will be going over to Turning Point Church. I'm really excited to be at Turning Point where Pastors Michael and Charlotte Turner are the pastors. And then, as soon as we're done, we're gonna go get on an airplane and fly out of the latest flight from Atlanta into Jacksonville tonight. And then tomorrow morning, on Sunday, we will be preaching for Pastor Al Force at Oceanway Assembly in Jacksonville. Really excited to do a couple services for him. And then we will stay in Jacksonville because we're gonna be doing a special evening service at Pastor Al's church. So here we go yet again, let's go. All right, so we are heading out to Turning Point Church. Getting the band back together again. Band back together again. Whoa. Band back together again. Y'all, we got a car load full of folks. You know, Elijah Lou, down with the crew. So yeah, we're really excited. Ryan, turn this music down. I'm trying to vlog. Crammed up in this car, headed to church. Ryan, the faithful transporter, has taken us immediately in the wrong direction. That's okay, because you know what I love about Ryan? He'll turn this thing around.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
All right, so we made it over here to Turning Point Church, and we are at the Activate Student Conference, which amazingly is like a 5-minute drive from my house. I'm excited to preach. I'm excited to pray over students. I believe tonight could literally change the trajectory of students' lives. And in fact, when I'm in a green room or a prep room like this at a church or at an event, oftentimes I will pray specifically to what I'm feeling for the night. So tonight I've been praying, Lord, just introduce students to not only their creator, but introduce them to the one who has the purpose behind why they were created. I'm really believing that tonight's gonna be special. I kind of have a tension. I feel like something just is gonna break. I feel like something powerful is gonna happen. And so I'm really excited. And as soon as we're done here, we literally gotta go jump right in the car and drive to the airport so that we can catch the late flight to Jacksonville, Florida for Oceanway Assembly tomorrow. It's gonna be amazing. I'm doing what I love to do, and I'm glad you're a part of it with me. Let's go. To the ground and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. Do you see what I'm trying to get you to see here? Saul fell to the ground because Saul had to die so Paul could live. You didn't get it yet. Saul fell to the ground. Why? Because Saul the murderer was about to become Paul the apostle. But in order for a seed to produce what's on the inside, the seed has to fall and it has to die. I know this is old school preaching. I know this isn't popular at a youth event, but hear me. We need some old school preaching if we want some new school living. And I want to tell you something. You have got to die to yourself. You've got to crucify your flesh and your desires. We just left Turning Point Church, had an incredible time at Activate Student Conference, and now we're on our way to the airport. Got to catch a 10:30 flight to Jacksonville. Well, we made it here to Atlanta Airport, and I think it's gonna be pretty easy to get through security because there is nobody here. This is like never the case at Hartsville. This is the busiest airport in the world. It's pretty vacant right now. Elijah, we gotta go through security. Let's go. Let us go forth to security. So down here at this train, ready to go catch our gate, and Elijah says to me, "Where's your bag?" And I was like, "Oh no." Before I could say anything else, he drops his stuff and takes off running to the elevator so he can go back through security and get my bag. I'm talking about, I didn't even have 5 seconds to say, "Hold up, I'll go get it, it's not a big deal." But if we weren't pressed for time a minute ago, we're pressed for time now. And there he is! Woo-hoo! You got it! Like, seriously? What would I do without you, man?
Let's hope we never find out, sir.
Please hold on.
That's at least a good
is departing. Fasten.
Literally the most loyal, faithful, caring, loving friend
Brother.
I've ever had. That's right, brother. Dropped everything and ran and got my bag because I wasn't thinking. Amazing. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. So we made it here to the airport, and after a crazy fiasco bag situation, we are safely outside the gate, only to find that we're waiting on the plane to be cleaned. As soon as it's done being cleaned, we're gonna board and we'll be on our way. Tonight was really amazing. I spoke on purpose and finding your purpose, and that's one of my favorite things to talk about to young people because it was when I was radically saved out of a lifestyle of drugs and alcohol and partying and really crime and really just being completely lost and not knowing that I had a purpose, not knowing that I had a destiny. Being saved out of that and finding why I'm here and finding a reason to get up every day and be excited about life is really incredible. It's really amazing. That's what keeps me going. That's what drives me. That's why I have joy. It was really exciting to be able to talk to young people tonight about finding that purpose and having your life change, that not just being introduced to a creator, but also being introduced to the reason why he created you. And so it was powerful, man. Powerful time of prayer at the altar, and really excited to hear testimonies and reports of what took place. Made it into the room. Come on now, Oceanway Assembly, you guys are too kind. It's amazing. Got all the snacks and the goodies. But you know, first things first, you got to eat this Chili's. All right, leaving this hotel room. Oceanway Assembly. This morning, 2 services, 9 a.m., 11 a.m. And then tonight we got another one at 6 p.m. Full day of ministry, and I love it. It's gonna be a good day. Woo-hoo-hoo.
problem in your life, there's a promise for that. Hear me, if you're sick today, there's a promise for that. He says it's by my stripes that you can be healed. If you're depressed today, don't worry, there's a promise for that too. He says weeping may endure for a night, but joy is coming in the morning. Maybe you feel lonely and you feel like nobody sees or cares about you. Don't worry, there's a promise for that. He says you may feel ostracized, that I'll be the friend that sticks closer than a brother. Maybe today you have a prodigal son or daughter or friend. Don't worry, there's a promise for that too. Jesus is the good shepherd who says, I'll leave the 99 to go after the one. For every problem we face, ladies and gentlemen, there is a promise for that.
Bye guys. See you tonight.
Bye guys. See you tonight. See ya. Bye guys. Bye. See you tonight. I will see you tonight, right?
Yeah, we'll be here.
See you tonight. I'm with the legendary Al Force.
I'm not a legend.
We just had church.
I'm just a pastor trying to figure it out.
We just had church and now we're going to eat.
Carabas.
After an incredible morning at Oceanway Assembly, when we got back to the hotel room after a little bit of rest, I just turned on some worship music and began to pray and ask God for something fresh, something powerful. I began to pray and ask God that we would experience His power in a mighty way and that some who needed miracles would receive their miracle. I began to pray specifically, God, give us your healing power and virtue tonight. I began to ask God that He would use us in a mighty way, that the gifts of the Holy Spirit and the gifts of healing would flow in such a powerful way that people with physical limitations, with injuries, with sickness and disease would be healed even in that moment. And as we began to pray and seek God, God did just that. People around the auditorium began to experience His healing power. Person after person came up to us after the service to tell us how God did a miracle for them. I never get tired of seeing the power of God touch people and change people's lives. Sometimes people ask, well, why do you pray for miracles? Is that the point? And no, the point is not the miracle. The miracle is a sign. It's a wonder. It follows the preaching of the word. A sign has to point somewhere. The sign points to Jesus. It builds faith. But I believe it is the will of God that people are healed. When Jesus saw people who were sick, it says over and over again in the New Testament, when He saw those who were sick, He had compassion on them and He healed them. I think it's His will that we are healed.
Wearing a brace. I've been wearing this brace now for a week, okay? And when he mentioned, someone with hand pain, I immediately thought he was talking about me, and I'm like, okay now. And in his praise and in his ability to help me help myself in the healing of this thumb, this hand. I work with my hands, and I needed it. I take this brace so that I would be able to work without being uncomfortable. But I can do this. At one point, I couldn't do this. I just couldn't. But I can now.
Amen.
I can now. Thanks to God.
Amen.
Glory to God.
Glory to God.
All right, after a successful trip here in Jacksonville, Florida, we are getting ready to get on this plane and head back to Atlanta. Bye, Ledge.
I miss you already.
Can't wait to see my wife and my kids. Even my mom's gonna be there, man. It's gonna be great. So excited to be with my fam.
Daddy, miss you. I got
I missed you. Missed you, babe. Love you, babe.
Use the left lane to take the ramp to I-85.
Missed you, Mom. Missed you, too.
Go around.
Give me one more. Yeah. Bam. High five.
Slightly right.
All right.
Can I hear you?
Yeah.